Hey everybody, Jason here of GhostbustersNews.com, and as always, Ghostbusters News right here on YouTube. And earlier this morning, Ghostbusters fans received a sneak peek of what they can expect from the November issue of Total Film magazine. Now, this sneak peek comes in the way of a couple of excerpts from an interview they did with director Jason Reitman, as well some brand new photos. With this one right here being my absolute favorite, check it out. We've got McKenna Grace, who plays Phoebe Spangler in Afterlife, totally rocking that iconic proton pack. And this shot is absolutely gorgeous. I love the setup here, the lighting. It really makes the wait for the November 19th release of Ghostbusters Afterlife feel that much longer. And moving on from there, we also received this behind the scenes photo of director Jason Reitman, along with members of the Afterlife crew, with of course the Ecto-1 being featured. And lastly, we've got this shot here of Paul Rudd, who plays Mr. Gruberson, Logan Kim, who plays Podcast, and once again McKenna Grace, who plays Phoebe, with this photo being pretty close to what we've already seen in the trailer. Now, as I previously mentioned, there are some excerpts from the interview, and before we go into those, a quick heads up: if you'd like to pick up the brand new issue of Total Film magazine, it does hit newsstands tomorrow. That'll be Thursday, October 14th. And if you'd like to just grab more information about Total Film magazine, or where you can buy online, we do have that link, and it can be found right down below in this video's description. Alright, so in the excerpts, Jason talks about for years, people would come up to him, they would ask him when he would take over the reins of his father, Ivan Reitman. Of course, Ivan was the director of the first two Ghostbuster films, even admitting that sometimes his own father would get in on the action. My father would goose me all the time when I was going to make a Ghostbusters film, as much as everybody else did. It never felt like my story to tell. This was my father's story, and I certainly was scared of stepping into his shadow. Now, Jason admits to having early visions of this film roughly a decade ago, adding, "I saw a 12-year-old girl with a proton pack out in a field, and I saw a 16-year-old boy in Ecto-1 drifting through wheat. I had no place for them, but when Harold Ramis passed, it hit me there, and then that, oh, this is the Spangler family." It became about a family who developed the confidence to pick up the proton pack. Now, if you'd like to check out the full interview, be sure to pick up the November issue of Total Film magazine when it hits newsstands tomorrow. Now, that's all I've got for you here right now. As always, be sure to subscribe to Ghostbusters News here on YouTube. Bust that bell notification icon to stay up to date with everything that's happening within the Ghostbusters world. If you'd like to join up with Ghostbusters News, check out our Patreon page. We have a link to that down below in this video's description. And I'll see everybody right back here next time.